Hello, my name is Jenna Wilson. I am from Boulder High's Troop 60, and today I will be giving my costume construction presentation on Natasha, Pierre, and the Great Comet of 1812 by Dave Malloy. I created a costume for Helene Bezukhova in Part 2, Chapter 4 of the show, which takes place at the opera. The show itself is an electropop opera based on a section of War and Peace. Due to the asynchronous nature of the show, I primarily pulled inspiration from both the accurate 1812 time period as well as from the 1980s, the era of electropop. Here, top left, you can also see the original Broadway designs by Paloma Young. This is the final design I created. I chose to stick with the original color palette, which fit Helene well due to the fact that she is quite driven by personal greed. To also highlight this, I chose a large number of fabrics and decorations. This large number also helps develop the literal and figurative frivolity and excess that runs rampant throughout the show. Another big part of Helene's character is her promiscuity. I wanted to create a costume that would be sexy and scandalous in both time periods, the shortness and exposed skin in 1812, and the multiple applications of black lace as a more modern interpretation of the idea. I used a folklore patterns number 215 Empire dress pattern as the basis for my costume due to its historical accuracy. It cost $14.95 and was easily available for online purchase. I was unable to find a silky fabric in the chartreuse color I wanted, so I ran a dye experiment to decide on the color. Then I dyed the white fabric pieces I had cut out according to the results. I had to edit the shoulders of the bodice to allow for an off-the-shoulder neckline, since Helene is described in the scene as having plump bare shoulders and a much exposed neck. I used a number of pleather accents throughout the costume, which I was able to easily sew using strips of baking parchment. A featured element of the costume is also the velvet lace. I designed the pattern based off of a Russian portrait of the same historic period. I then was able to use my school's laser cutter to cut the lace panels, a very modern take on a very traditional material, which I thought fit the spirit of the show quite well. I hand draped the overskirt using a much more traditional black lace. The final decoration was the beading on the sleeves, which was done with fake pearl and crystal beads. Helene also wears a doubled up pearl necklace, which I made. This is the final product. It is very similar to my original design, and I feel it well embodies the odd and opulent nature of the show. The costume itself, in total, cost me $94.31, not including the pattern. While this is a high price, the end result is luxurious and extravagant, perfect for a countess. Thank you very much for listening.